Monday and BTC is absolutely ripping it for us. I mean, these are the dream conditions we've been thinking about for months and months and months, and it's finally here. And what are we going to do about it? How are we going to manage this stuff, guys? These altcoins are looking very sexy to me. I'm loving this ETH breaking these new levels here. I want to see ETH hold some supports. I think we're going to have a very good time in the near future. We just got to plan our way around this and be super cautious as to how we do it. If you can look at 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗆 here, we can see stacks finally came to the party for me. I've been telling you guys about the stack situation for ages. It's come now today, 28% on the back of a BTC move. Then today, guys, I'm showing you Optimism, Phantom, BCH, DYDX. I've got updates on Super and I've got updates on BONK, and two big trades that I'm looking to take on 10x based on the current market conditions that I think are going to suit these altcoins very soon. So we've got a lot to talk about today, guys. Let's get right into it. I mean, you've obviously been blasted with Bitcoin the whole day from wherever you've been watching, but I'm going to show you the Bitcoin chart. We have to talk about it. What a dream situation. It's finally come up. This is the BTC2 day that I've been watching and showing you guys for the last while, and it's finally come up and it hit my TP area here, the 786 region. So I've closed my BTC long. Probably could hold it a little bit longer, but for me, this was my TP zone. When I set up that trade originally, I said, what is my dream exit on a BTC move? And it was here at the 786. So I've closed my BTC long now. We're going to see how this plays out. Obviously, for the altcoins, what we want to see now is BTC to start behaving. We want BTC to consolidate in these areas, just chill nicely, not flush us out too hard, and give these altcoins a little room to breathe. So what I'm watching for BTC now on this 2-day, if we look at this here, I do have a tight little area down here, this 40K level. It's call it 40,000 on the button there. We kind of want to float around that region. I think would be ideal for us, and then we can unlock some of these alts. If we dial in, you can see on the 2-hour, we've now lost this range that we've been playing in for so long. We had fun in this range, but time to go, time for a new one, time for new adventures here on BTC. So we're going to start building a new range and see where we are and where we're going to come out. What I do have for you at the moment is a basic fib pool. That's all I've got for now. This pump was so vicious. We can't really figure out exact levels on a 2-hour time frame, but what we can do is pull out some fibs to give us a guide. And I've got the 236, which we know is the ultra bullish fib pool, and then we've got the 382 a little bit lower down. So the 236 fib for me, 41,000, that is an area of interest. So if we do get a little flush, that's an area of interest for me. And based on the 382 fib, we've got 4250. A little bit lower, and then we do have some horizontals and the 618, which we know is a massive performer for us on any BTC weakness, 39,200. So these are the areas I have for you right now. This is the 2-hour, and we do need to see a little bit more structure play out to really start getting a proper idea. But that is how I'm playing BTC at the moment. And we want to play these corresponding altcoins, and we want to play them. We want to play them well, and we want to know when to attack and when to jump in. And I think that time is getting close. So let's take a look at dominance. This is the dominance weekly chart that we've been watching again for the last couple of months, and you can see dominance is pushing once again. So we had that nice bounce off the 50-day MA and the trend support, and now it's kicked up. And now if we zoom in, which I'm going to do for you shortly, we can see dominance is potentially getting to a rejection area, rejection zone 1. So the rejection zone 1 is imminent. That is potentially going to unlock some alts. If we do push through this rejection zone, I do have another area a little bit higher up at this 55,000 level, and then I'm looking at a 55% level, and then I'm looking at 57% for this dominance. So ideally, we want a rejection in this region now to send it lower. That's going to unlock some of these altcoins. If we do push higher, this is the next major rejection area. I think if we get this 57% on a Bitcoin pump, that's going to result in Bitcoin hitting the 48,000 level, which is going to be pretty wild. And that ties in with the 618. So guys in the chats, let me know what you guys are involved in here. Who's involved in Bitcoin? Who's involved in some of these altcoins? I see Johnny's complaining about Injective. Yeah, I think Injective's taken a hiding. You guys might have noticed we had a very green weekend. Things were really looking good. And we had this flush a very brief flush. I think it was about 20 minutes. They came and they cleaned us all out. They came and flushed these altcoins, reset a lot of these levels. But potential opportunity brewing here for us. These are the type of flushes we expect after we do get these pumps. So nothing new. This is bull country and bull market vibes, guys. So get used to these type of flush outs. And remember, when you see some profits and it's looking too good and you want to show your friends, take them, close those trades, bank those profits, because this is what they do in the bull market. So unless you've got ridiculous entries from very low down that are sort of unwickable, you need to start looking at areas where you can take profits when we get these pumps. Okay, let's see. We've got WX crypto miner render near bonk longs. Robert says he got flushed. Robert, I hit a couple of stops, but we did kill it on a lot of trades this weekend. So I'm gonna cover some of them. One of them was bonk. We absolutely ripped on bonk this weekend. Let's see. Maruk got stopped on Sol, Ape, Phantom, Cass. Yeah, we saw some 26% moves on some of these tokens. I'm going to show you PYTH as well. That had a 26% dump in one candle. Let's see how everyone else is doing here. Long BTC. Dan is still long BTC. Okay, Dan. Well, look, 48 is the BTC target. That's what we are looking for. If we can get that, that's a bonus. But like I said, I closed mine. It was a trade set up for me in that region, and that's where I wanted to close it. It made sense to me at the time. So we're going to see how it plays out now. But yeah, 48 would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, Ruben did some bonk action, right? So let's take a look at ETH, because ETH for me has been a massive alt driver. I've been saying for a while now we really wanted ETH to break some big areas here, to just give these alts something to tackle, something to move up with. And I think this ETH is going to be a big catalyst for us. And the fact that it's now broken this big weekly area, it's good news for us. In my opinion, I think this is going to unlock some of these alts. And I really just want to see ETH hold this 2,100 level. The horizontals are 2,130. But if ETH can hold around about 2,100 on any wicks down or any pullbacks, then I think that's going to be fuel for some of these altcoins, and they're going to start moving. And then also, you don't want to start forgetting about things like Optimism, Lido, and ETH Friends when ETH starts moving hard. So right now, all is well with ETH. You can see it did have a little pullback. There was a horizontal area here that you need to watch, this 2,300. But I'd like to just see something like this, little pullback, and then that push higher into the 2,500 region. So that is my target. Darren wants to short the Ponzi to zero. Do you want to do that already, bro? Is it time already for you? Is that how you're going to play it? Guys, let's look at stacks. And yeah, stacks hurt me a couple of times, but eventually we got what we wanted out of stacks. We got the 618 pullback. What did stacks do? Horizontal, broke through the 200-week MA, came back, tested the 618, and then they absolutely sent this thing. So if you are looking for entries on stacks, you are a little bit late now. The only way to play this is to go dial in now and really try and find those 15-minute levels and things. What I can suggest is look at this horizontal here at the 618. This is 0.96. That's an area that might be of interest if we do get a pullback. But right now, if you didn't catch this CAS move off this original break on the 200-week, you are a little bit behind the 8 ball. We do need to look for a couple of other trades then for you guys. But those that are long CAS, 1.26, that's looking hot. How we get there, it might be a bumpy road, but 1.26, if BTC stays bullish, looks like it's now on the cards for stacks. Crypto Degen says, "Pay yourself." I think that he's talking about taking some profits there when the market's good. Remember, guys, when you're flashing that P&L, never forget that feeling. I see I've got Degen, David, and Bruce in the back here. They're bringing some setups as well, and we've got Ray as well managing the chats. Dave, you're going to bring us the setup. What do you have for us?
Yeah,
you're going to tell me what you have.
I'm looking at an ICP retest SR
okay.
here.
We're going to sell that. We're going to sell that retest just now. Okay, ICP coming. Right, guys. I've got a couple of big trades for you that I think are going to play out if ETH behaves and BTC behaves. The first one I want to give you is Phantom. I think this is going to be a banger. The last time I called a 550% trade was Render, and they immediately wicked it lower, and then they sent it up, and we got that 550% move. I'm looking for a 500% move on Phantom here on a 10x trade, And I'm going to do this by opening a position at around about this region on a 10x leverage. Let me show you how it's going to play out, or how I'd like to see it play out. We can see these horizontals here on the 3-day that I'm watching. Okay, so we've got a nice support here. We've got the 50-day MA pushing in here. So this 0.284 region looks like a solid support region for us on Phantom. If we lose that, we don't really want to be in the position after that. So I'm looking for a big move on Phantom. I want to see this push to the 618 region. My entry, I'm going to start averaging down from this region. I'm going to average down on any pullbacks into the support region down to about 29, 0.29. The stop is going to be around about 8%, which is a 10x leverage. It's around about the liquidation level on a 10x leverage, but I'm looking for a 55% move. And on 10x on Phantom, I think that's going to be a decent reward there. So that is my play for Phantom. And again, it's based on BTC strength, dominance rejecting, and ETH holding this current area. And I think these conditions are now getting right for us to start looking at these type of positions. So that is one of my big plays now over the next week or 3. Let me know in the chats if you guys still trade things like Phantom. Are there any Phantom traders in here? It's just the setup's just looking so juicy with these current conditions. Luba still short on gold. Yes, Luba, we're gonna discuss this gold. We had a monster gold squeeze. The next trade that I'm looking at here is Bitcoin Cash. Again, another big Bitcoin Cash move, 59% move. How you play this is obviously up to you. Spot traders obviously can work very well. Also low leverage, but this is the play. BCH broken trend. Looking for entries anywhere in this box here. 242 down to about 230. That's a lovely entry zone for me. We do have some extra support here, support from the 50-day MA. We've got this nice cover here at around 234, and there's 2 stop loss options here on BCH. So number 1 is under a 786 fib, which if I pull from this low to the high, let me show you guys where that is. You can see the 786 here ties in just with these horizontals. So nice little stop areas if we lose that 786 and horizontal. So that's a nice little stop area under 218 for BCH. And other than that, if we lose that horizontal and the 200-day MA, you're looking at around about 209 as another potential exit there. Cunning George. Dilly boy, what's happening? Sammy wants some injective. Yeah, I think injective got a little bit hurt today. We're gonna have to look at it. Yeah, so Don says FDM didn't perform so well compared to RUNE, Render, etc. Correct, but don't forget, sometimes these guys get their day, and when the setup is looking right, look, a rising tide lifts all boats anyway. Let's not forget about that. But you know, some of these coins, we know what we can get out of them, and BCH and Phantom, I think, are going to be decent movers. So these are nice big trades for you guys, and you know, these are patient trades. If these entries work and we don't get some massive wick back or pullback, this is going to be a trade over a few weeks that could play out. So very excited about this one. But naturally, if the market pulls back and we get wicked out, we're going to be looking for new entries. But I like the risk reward on both of these trades currently. Iceboy says FDM announced some news. Okay. 𝗕𝗶𝘁 wants to see some RUNE. Guys, I just want to get through something else. Shout out. We've got a new sponsor, 2BIT. They are a new exchange, and the good news is on 2BIT, they are KYC friendly for the US and the UK traders out there. So 2BIT, you can see they're a brand new exchange. I've just started playing around on them today. There is a link in the description for 2BIT. And what they're doing, if you're signing up with the link, you're getting a $30 bonus on any $100 that you deposit into the exchange. You must just hold it for 7 days. So a $30 deposit, a $30 bonus for $100 into 2BIT, and it's US and UK friendly. And there's no KYC. And my first experience with it now, it feels very much like 𝗕𝗁𝘁, quite nice to operate. And I thought what I would do for you guys on 2BIT to celebrate my first trade on 2BIT, I put some money into the futures account, and I thought, let me go for a DeFi narrative here. And I set the account on cross margin, and I put $1,000 in. And what I want to do is just have some DeFi tokens in this section. and see if I can grow these DeFi's. So if the market does turn bullish and they don't come and kill us first, what I want to do here is build some DeFi positions. So I've chosen 1inch, Curve, SUSHI, and Wi-Fi, and I've opened $2,000 positions on each of them for now. And so you'll see the average leverage now on this cross account is probably going to be around about 8. And we're going to see if we can grow these DeFi tokens in this 𝗵𝗶 account. So looking forward to that. And guys, link is in the description. And yeah, have a lot of fun. I'll keep you guys posted on this stuff during the week. But so far, so good. Feels very much like 𝗵𝗄𝗃. They do cross. They do isolated. I see they've also got some trading bots in here. So yeah, we could have a lot of fun. So wish me luck here on my DeFi play. But we're going to see how big we can grow this account, and we're gonna take a look at these charts as well, just to show you my thinking behind it. But any pullbacks here, I think I'm going to start adding, and we're going to start trying to build these positions. Let's take a look at SUSHI. This is my first example. SUSHI's looking very bullish. We have seen in the market Uniswap, those type of things looking good. So I thought let's look at SUSHI. I think we haven't given SUSHI enough love over the last while, and it is starting to perform lately. So right now SUSHI has broken through a nice resistance zone for me, and we are looking at support here at 1.28. So I quite like the SUSHI play, and targets for me 1.51. and a little bit higher at 1.62. So these are short-term targets that I'm watching now for SUSHI, with my support here at 1.28. Javier really wants me to give Rune some love. I don't know if there's a Doge birthday party, Ashley. I'm not sure about that one. Beth says good luck. Beth, I think I'm going to need it. If this market wicks down, we're going to need some luck on those DeFi positions. We'll see how we play out. Okay, the other one that I was looking at was Wi-Fi. This also looks a little bit wild to me, but the size of these pumps from Wi-Fi, and look, it depends a lot on the news of this thing, but this was a 174% move that we had on Wi-Fi previously. So I'm eyeing out this current support that they've given us here at 8144. So that is a region that I'm interested in as support, and I'd like to see this move higher. Again, how high, it's difficult to tell, but based on the size of these moves from some of these tokens, I think we can get a decent play here, and that 618 is at 12653. So I'm looking for something a little bit higher there, around about 50% on Wi-Fi. Hell Racing likes 𝗕𝗏𝘁 apparently. I'm not sure if they actually have 𝗕𝗏𝘁 on 𝗵𝗶. I just selected those ones. They just made sense to me. The curve, the SUSHI, and the 1inch. But we can look at that. Okay, let's look at curve. That was 1inch was my other one. Now this is a massive one. If you look at 1inch on the weekly, we could get some big moves out of this. So right now 1inch I've got sitting on a 382. It hasn't broken the trend yet, and I think there are big things to come here on 1inch. I know that the usage is starting to pick up again, and you can play this one. I'm looking for about a 67% move here on 1inch. So looking at support here under the current weekly is 0.337, and the previous week support, which is nice horizontal, takes us to 0.321, and under the 618 and 200-day MA, which is a massive area, is 0.298. So there's a big support regions here for 1inch at play here on the weekly, and what I'd like to see is this push up on the weekly. This is going to be a slow burner, and then that move higher. So pretty simple like that. So I'm going to start building this position. If we do wick much lower than these previous week lows, then we're going to potentially have to add and grow the size of the position. But we're going to assess the market and the current BTC position at the time, and we'll make a call then. Okay, what else is going on here in the chats? Lots of requests for Rune. Okay, guys, let's get Rune. I just wanted to get through. I wanted to get through one or two others here. Update on BONK. Yesterday on BONK, this was insane, guys. Let me know who played BONK this weekend. We called this on the Sniper Club live yesterday. We took the trade, and it far exceeded expectations. It gave us something like a 42% move in a couple of hours there, but then they were absolutely brutal on the way down. If you look what BONK has done to us coming back down here, we had the 382 bounce on the 15 minutes. They had got a nice reaction, and then they wicked us down with that whole market. They dumped us. But decent reaction here at the 618. We're now holding. So BONK for me, support 0.05465. That is starting to hold okay, but we do have a very steep trend in play here. So potentially some more action here for BONK. But again, play it safe now. The big move was yesterday. Potential 618 support here at play. We lose that 618, guys, I think we're going down. So this is a last ditch here for BONK on this this trend break and retest. Lots of requests for Beam I see as well. Okay, let's pull out LINA. This was another trade I wanted to show you guys. Lots of consolidation here. This is a finance DeFi play as well. Look at this range. Look at this consolidation. Again, no guarantees it's going to blow up or down, but it feels like something's going to be happening here. We do have some kind of inverse head and shoulders perhaps forming here for us on LINA. Lots of consolidation time. So for me, buyers for LINA, anything down to the 0097 area I'm interested in. I'm looking at something like this, and I'd like to send this thing pretty high. And these are the levels I'm watching. I'm looking for about a 50% move for LINA on the 0.0154. So that's a nice horizontal that I've got my eyes on right now. And for me, it's any moves deep into this range low for this potential right shoulder here, and we can start building this thing and maybe send this one further north. Okay, let's see, guys. Links, lots of link questions. Okay, let's get stuck into the Rune, and then Luba. We got to do that gold short. We got to reassess where we are and see what happened. I saw there was a monster squeeze on that gold. Okay, so Rune, not too bad at the moment. We did break the highs for the year, and now it's all about Rune holding this pullback. So I'm watching this one closely. I do like this 382 right now, 6.5, and the backup play, horizontals, and 618. Again, we're going to have eyes on dominance. We need to understand what dominance is doing as well. But yeah, nothing wrong with a reasonable pullback here on Rune down to about 6. So I wouldn't panic. If Rune does want to drift lower, let it fall into this region. If we lose this trend, that's a different game. If we start losing the trend, things are a little bit bearish. We can exit those positions. But Rune, I like. Pullbacks down to 6. I think you're okay. DJK likes LINA. Okay, mover token. Okay, guys, let's, I know it's all about BTC and alts, but we've got to talk about this gold. I mean, this monster gold squeeze. Look at the squeeze they gave us. So for those of you that don't know, a squeeze is when everybody is short and they start pushing the price up. And the only way to exit your short position is by buying the token back or buying buying gold back. So they had to buy it, and it's squeezed up and it's sent it all the way up there. I am still holding my gold position at the moment. You see it's now turned green finally, and my oil position, which I was heavily underwater, has now turned green. Okay, so that's good news. So my gold short is still in play. It's finally turned green here. It's $200 up. It is starting to work. I sold quite a few golds there, so let's see how that goes. I'm still short the S&P, as you can see on Prime XBT, and I'm long oil. I'm going to show you why I was still long oil and why I wasn't panicking. But yeah, for gold, just to close out on gold right now, reaction area right here, 2020. This is a reaction zone for gold. You might actually get another bounce here. The real test is going to see if we take out that highs or if we then turn over and come back down again. So that's really what we want to see. You can see this RSI has now finally started to turn over. So things could get a little bit more interesting here for gold. Okay, let's just look at this oil quickly. So oil's given us a nice bounce. Again, nothing complicated here with oil. Just trading good levels here. 786 bounce on oil. 786 horizontal. We bounced here previously. So that is a reaction zone. So great 𝗬𝗋 area. Again, no guarantees how high it's going to bounce, but we know we get reactions at these zones. So good 𝗬𝗋 vibes here for oil. So that was a bounce there, 73. So if you are long oil, that's your support, 73. And let's see how oil plays out going forward. Okay, I've got CAS for you guys as well, and then I want some more of your tokens there. And then Bruce and Dave are here. They've both got a setup for you. Okay, so 𝗂𝗃 nearly got all-time highs today. I was getting super excited. 𝗂𝗃 was jumping around. That guy was very loud today, talking about 𝗂𝗃 getting near its all-time highs, and you can see why he was getting excited. And this is how you're going to play it. So 𝗂𝗃 again has got support here. 0.135 is a nice support region for 𝗂𝗃, so nothing to panic about. And that's an area for potential buyers here. So if we do get that little move lower still on 𝗂𝗃, 0.135 is an area of interest, and big resistance. Obviously, you guys know these are all-time highs. We do have people shorting these areas. So if we do pop higher, look out for a reaction here at that wick, and then look out for that rejection. And then the real key for us is going to be that we hold that support for that next move higher. So that is my play for 𝗂𝗃. I'm still long and strong on 𝗂𝗃. I'm going to hold that thing until it liquidates me, basically. So we'll see how we go there. Ben Steele said, what is this trading platform? It's 2-bit. The other one. Gold was Prime XBT, guys. There's a link in the description for Prime XBT. And the DeFi one is 2-bit. There's a link in the description for 2-bit as well. Okay, let's go DYDX. This is also worthy of an update. DYDX trend break on the 12-hour, and nice little retest so far. So as you can see, they wicked us down. They came back to test lows. And again, this is why I always make sure if you've got great entries, make sure they are deep enough to handle these dips and these wicks down. I mean, you can see they sent us down here, and they bounced us at exactly these horizontals and 618 fibs. So right now for me, DYDX is still good. Major support under today's wick, 2.93. And I quite like this trend retest. So let's see how it goes. But maybe we're going to get a push higher now. Eyes on this dominance again, eyes on BTC. But big support for me, 2.92. So that is now confirmed as a big area for DYDX. I've got a DRT update for you guys as well. Same story. Look how they wicked us down here, brought us back to the horizontal and 618. So anybody who was long from last Thursday and still was long, myself included, they sent us all the way down, reset the whole trade, and now they're bouncing again. So just remember, these areas, they do like to reset for these flush outs in these bull markets. This is just par for the course. And generally, we're going to find dips are for buying. We'll see if these dips, these bought up dips here are going to hold now. But so far, so good. They've hit decent areas here, and they've reacted well. I want to talk about PYTH because that was brutal. Guys, anyone in the chats here that was trading PYTH, let me know. They went full savage on us here. It was brutal. They hit us with a 26% dump, and guess what they pinged? I mean, David's gonna love this. Dave, look what they hit on PYTH, bro. 786. You're on mute. 786 straight down. Proper flush out. So, I mean, in one candle, they did 21%, but the high was from today. They hit us 27% down onto that 786. But look how perfectly that 786 was reacted for us. Yeah. So again, guys, bring the science, trust these fibs, trust these areas. We marked this area for you guys recently. As early, when was it? Thursday, Friday. We said that 786 is a hot zone.
There's an order block there too.
Yeah. Perfect reaction here on the 786. Now, if you are a PYTH trader, what you want to do is look for these supports to hold now. So you can see they have tried to reclaim it. So I would ignore this wick for now. I would look at this current support, 0.3859. That should be your support marker. And you can see it's trying to reclaim the 618. So that's quite an important level now for PYTH, and we want to see it move higher.
Yeah, they didn't want anybody holding that long trade at all.
It was a proper flush out there. Yeah. My trade was so far up, came back all the way down, and went to negative, stopped me out. I had to reopen that thing. It was so ridiculous.
Well, hey, I got to start a position on PYTH right now, so let's see.
Yeah, look, I'm bullish on these altcoins. I think we're going to be okay. I think that was a nice little clean out they gave us earlier. I think a little flush. There was a whole weekend fun. Closed out some longs, and I think we're going to be okay here. Okay, let's look at Link. Okay, look at this perfection. Link flush out onto the 618. Okay, 618 and horizontal came into play for Link. So a nice big area here for you, 15.12. That is your support for Link. Okay, and then you've also got the rising trend. Okay, so you've got two areas of interest here for Link, 618 and horizontal, and then you've got the trend back up around about 14.75. That's going to tie in with those horizontals. So Link traders there, you are good. You are good for now. Don't panic until you start losing this trend. Then we're looking at about 13.4. Okay, so right now you're good. Horizontal 618, you're good. Rising trend, you're good. Okay, Injective, and then guys, we got to get Bruce and Dave in here. They've got some setups here. Oh, Injective was brutal. Look at that. They didn't mess around today. Wow.
Holy cow.
They didn't mess around. Jeez. Okay, let's take a look at this move. Okay, 15% candle. I mean, that's pretty substantial. That's pretty substantial. That's a proper wipeout. Let's see what they bounced it off. 786. Okay, 786 hunt there on Injective. So what I can suggest for you on Injective, your support now that you need to play 50-day MA and horizontal. We know we've got that 14.52, and then the wick low at 15.2. So those are the two main areas I would watch for Injective downside. We know this is a major weekly level, this 14.5, 14.6. We know it's a weekly area. We know we're strong here. So I would expect Injective to hold unless BTC has fallen over or there's some other situation brewing there. But yeah, I don't mind it here. 15.2. And I think give it some time. If you're not in a position now, let it play out a little bit, let it get some structure, and just let things form a little bit for you. Right now, you can see it's quite a big move back to that wick. So if they want to come and retest this wick, it's about a 7% move. So just give it some time to play out a little bit. Okay, guys, remember, we've got a challenge from RUNE. RUNE wants 250,000 subscribers on Crypto Banter Plus, which is mine and Sheldon's channel, the traders den basically, and he's going to be putting $100,000 into a Swissborg portfolio, and he's going to give away the winnings to 3 lucky subscribers that are subscribed to Crypto Banter Plus and trading on Crypto Banter links or associated links. So if you don't have a Crypto Banter link, grab one in the description, but he's putting $100,000 into a Swissborg ETF crypto portfolio, and whatever that turns out to be at the end, he's going to take his $100,000 back and he's going to give the profits away to 3 lucky subscribers who are subscribed to Crypto Banter Plus and who are trading on our Crypto Banter links. So this is the live subscriber count. When RUNE goes live on Crypto Banter Plus, he gets like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. When I go live, I get 50. I get told I don't push it hard enough. So guys, come on, let's push this up for me. Give me some credit here. There we go. They're hitting the subscribe button. So let's push that up, and let's see if we can get it to 250,000. I don't think it's going to be difficult in a bull market. I think it's going to happen quite quickly here. But keep subscribing there, guys, and let's get that up, and let's make some people wealthy. Let's give them some rewards there. Okay, head of likes, Ray.
What's going on, sir?
What's up, bro? What's our likeage?
We're at 381.
381.
We need to pick up the button to 150.
Okay, we've got Bruce and Dave. I've given you guys 3 trades today. I've got Bruce and Dave coming with a trade each today. But how many likes do we need, Ray?
I mean, it's 200 more.
Okay, 200 more likes. Bruce and Dave are coming in hot. Okay, will you keep an eye on that for me? Okay, let's see what else is there. Let's see what else we got here. Ape. Okay, Ape's a good one. Ape's a good one. Let's do Ape. Don't forget optimism. Don't forget optimism. Okay, this is, guys, optimism. 𝗔𝘶𝑚. Look at this thing. We've got a little flag forming here. Okay, big things coming. 618 could be a potential target for optimism. Don't forget about this one. You want to break this 1.8. You want to see this 1.8 hold the support. And then the 618 is going to be our target here at 2.3. So, yeah, don't forget about optimism. The same way I told you guys about stacks. You don't want to forget about optimism. That thing's going to move when the time is right.
Yes, I am in optimism long. It's looking good so far.
Okay. Okay, let's do ape. Let's see what we are. We first want to see ape on the weekly. We just want to get a picture as to what's going on. Let's clean this up a bit. Jeez, this is proper. This thing's been abused, eh? Wow. Okay, so ape has got 200-day MA and weekly resistance. This is a big area for ape. It's got a lot of work to do. But what I can tell you, once ape breaks through this region, then it should fly. Then it should unlock. And when people start jumping in here, this thing's going to move. Look for horizontals. Look for big resistance zones. There's one there. Okay, so the first target, if we blow that 200-day MA, your first ape target, 2.54. That is going to be locked in. So right now, I'd watch the current weekly support, 1.51, 1.50. I'd watch that as your support region. Blow through that 200-day MA, and then I think you're good. So I would say, zoomed in here, this is the 12-hour. Watch these two wicks here. Call it 1.5. You can see we got horizontals there. Okay, so what did they do? They sent it up, retest. Now we really want to just, we really want to push this. So support for me for ape, 1.5. Let that hold, then I think you're good. Okay, Ray, where are we?
We're pushing up, but I don't think we're there, I'd say. Let's see, refresh. 478, another 120, please.
Okay, come on, let's go. I see the subscribers are also coming in. This is good. Okay, we got Michelle. Michelle's also there. Backup head of likes. Michelle in the chats. Okay, come on. Let's take 500. Let's go. I've got Dave and Bruce here. Okay. Bruce, welcome. Oh, I've got a new sound. Got a new sound.
Well,
listen.
It's bull season.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, you're too funny. So
I'm loving this. Okay, if you guys can hear this in the chats, let me know. Thomas, one of our big banter fans, made me that bull sound, and he's told me to get that in for you guys. So yeah, Farah says it sounds like an elephant.
So Dylan,
I like it.
I love it too. Hey Dylan, David and I have 4 minutes.
Okay, guys, there's a Sniper Club live starting in 4 minutes. Dave and Bruce are taking the beginner traders at Sniper Club. Okay, give us your trades quickly before you have to go.
Okay.
Dave, I'm going to share
rock
your
and roll.
screen.
Just bring my chart up.
Okay, I'll bring Bruce up first.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
You mentioned Phantom. Well, its kissing cousin is Render, and this is just, it's classic. I mean, you don't even need lines to see this one. You've got it pumped up. It broke a solid resistance level, an SR flip, retesting it. The 382 on the pump and on the trend line. Just kind of wait for this thing to go. But I'd be perfectly comfortable entering this pretty much right here, right at the 382. Stop loss underneath the that last set of lows right there. So about 2.6% stop loss on that. And then we'll see if this one takes off. Now, if the market keeps on flushing, this will lose that level and we'll probably come back down to this range. But if Bitcoin starts showing, if everything starts showing signs of support here and it's holding that, then this should be a nice pump. Pretty simple.
Nice and clean as well. So what's the risk there?
Risk reward, 2.5%.
2.5% risk.
Yeah,
Nice.
and you got a 4 to 1 risk reward ratio just to the recent high. That's not even going anywhere. Just a simple there. But after I get into this deeper, I'll post this one in Sniper Club and give a couple TPs with it. But for now, I'd say this is a good entry.
Nice, lovely, Bruce.
Okay, and I'm gonna go. I'm off.
Okay, Bruce, good luck. See you later. Thank you. Dave, what do you have there?
Yeah, let me share my screen. Entire screen 2. Okay.
I'm going to give you some more bull.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as something immediate right now, DYDX, I actually was watching that and saw your update on the charts. But yeah, what's interesting is that, yeah, the 618 sniper zone, it's tagged it, wicked into it, and then now we're sitting on the 786 on the shorter time frame from that break of trend. So I started a position here, and I'm actually looking to add more if we come down here, and then basically looking for a bigger move up if that's the case. But we might not even visit there. I think this is a pretty safe trade. One that I have my eyes on, though, is ICP. I've been watching this thing for like the past week. We've been holding this nice trend line. This is on the 12-hour, and then you can see here that we've been dealing with this rejection here, right? Wicks down to it, rejects into it. Now we're basically breaking through this resistance, and every time we do, there's always some kind of SR flip. So what I did here is I drew a fib from the very bottom here to the very top, and I like how this 236 lines up. And then if you go on the shorter time frames, drew another fib from this bottom here to the recent top. You can see that we have some confluence on the 618 sniper zone. And so what I'm looking for is ICP to come down here. You can see I have an alert set at 4.7. And then, yeah, once we retest there, I'm looking to add or, you know, potentially have a nice full size position. And then my ultimate target is $7.47. So this could potentially be a nice swing long position, just like what I talked about 2 or 3 weeks ago on the show about the SNX swing long. This could also be pretty nice. But yeah, typically every time we break through, we're going to have some kind of retest. And then last one, guys, I think this is important to share because I would want to know about it if there's some kind of news event. But I bought a bag of, this is a spot trade of DIO, and shout out to 𝗕𝗏𝗱𝗆 on this one. But basically, there's a huge event happening here, December 4th, basically today and tomorrow. They're going to be pitching a bunch of VCs and angel investors. This is a gaming token on the Solana blockchain. And what's more important about this one is that the data on CoinMarketCap is incorrect. So the actual market cap will be fixed, and I think that's going to cause a pump. So I charted this thing. I grabbed some on the sniper zone yesterday. A couple scenarios here, but I think now is a good buy. And if it comes down here, you know, I'm looking to add some more to my bags. But I think worst case scenario, we could come down here, and then on the upside of this whole thing, I think there's a big upside. Look at that, right?
Yeah,
so
this game has revived itself.
Yeah, I think from here it's an easy 2x. So not financial advice, but I got a bag and I'm excited about it. And Gate.io is the exchange you can get it on, but you could also get it on the Radium network with your Phantom wallet. Pretty easy. But yeah, hopefully that was some good alpha, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because we're gonna train some guys. So
Dave, yeah, see you later. Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
So, guys, Dave and Bruce are off to Sniper Club. If you don't know what Sniper Club is, it's a paid service. We've launched it with a sniper team. We are trading coaches in there. We are sending out signals. We are sending out trades and ideas, and we're mentoring you in the Sniper Club. We're doing multiple live sessions daily. Well, not daily, but probably 5 times a week. We have live sessions there, and we are in the chats you have direct access to us. So if you're interested in that, there is a link in the description for Sniper Club. So check that one out. Bruce and Dave are there. Joy is in the chats here asking for FET. And Joy, you always ask for tokens, and I haven't given you one, and I must give you this fetch breakdown here. So fetch on the daily I've got for you. What we can see right now with fetch, it's broken through this horizontal, so the work's been done, and then a nice little pullback here onto the 382. So 0.493 is your support, Joy. So I wouldn't panic just yet. 0.49, call it, it's 0.49, tied in with the horizontals and the 382. That is a strong level for fetch. If we lose that, the market's looking a little bit different. Things are looking a little bit ugly. And then your next region that you're going to be looking at is going to be round about 0.434. Okay, but right now, I like the support here. I wouldn't panic yet. Unless we start losing that area, then you're going to start looking for potential exits. Okay, guys, so things are hot out there. Things are fun. For those of you new to bull market trading, you would have experienced your first flush out today. Not a fun experience for anybody. If you did have stops, you probably would have been okay. But what hurts the most is these things reverse immediately and they pump higher and you are stuck without your position. So it is part of the bull market vibes. You need to understand they're going to do this every few days, every few weeks. They're going to come and they're going to try and do these things to you. So that's why we spend so much time trying to get the perfect entries. And remember, if you don't have a perfect entry, it doesn't mean you can't trade, but just remember, you need to take your profits a lot quicker. If you have perfect entries on big areas, then you're generally going to be okay and you should survive these flush outs. It's the 50-50 trades that aren't the perfect entries that can come back to bite you. So make sure you are taking profits along the way. Obviously, it's fun holding a position as long as you can. And like today, I was holding multiple positions for the Sniper Club guys. I've been opening multiple trades and I actually got stopped out on 3 or 4 of them. Fortunately, a lot of them are still running. So we'll hopefully keep them going and hopefully there's no more downside. If there is, we reassess tomorrow. We relook at the situation. But what's important to me is ETH. I want ETH to hold this 2,100 level and we want BTC, if it rejects, not to reject too hard. And then most importantly, that dominance must play ball for us. And that perfect mix, that perfect cocktail, I think then we're going to get a really nice alt run. And so that is what I'm planning for. That is what I'm eyeing out. And we're going to keep you guys updated and see you guys tomorrow.